Hello, I'm Ali,
I'm Deb.
and welcome to another episode of Connected Conversations. Welcome back to Connected Conversations. I'm Ali, and I'm with Deb today. Today, with the month of February in honoring and celebrating love, we want to talk about Galentine's Day. So I love celebrating again, as you know from previous episodes. If it's a holiday, like I am game to add on any additions. So when I would say about 10 years ago when I heard of Galentine's Day, that day that you get to celebrate with your gals, took full advantage. So my girlfriends and I would always plan some sort of outing. So when I lived out in Calgary, we would plan something to like Louise and go skating or a dinner or a very elaborate brunch. And now that I'm in Toronto, it's still celebrating with a new group of girls. So going out to see that next latest Magic Mike movie or dinner. So it looks different every year. However, um, Galentine's Day, what a beautiful, beautiful, I want to say invention. I don't think it's like an invention. I just think it's a play on another word for Valentine's Day, though. It really warms my heart honoring the girlfriends around me as well as a significant other or myself. So for Galentine's Day, Deb, like what are your thoughts about Galentine's Day or what are you doing?
Yeah, I think it's I like you said, I think it's a great way to make a twist on maybe a holiday that's really focused on relationships and couples. And when you're a singleton, that can be really hard. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I love the idea of getting together with your girlfriends, whether it's making a nice dinner and grabbing a glass of wine and or even going to a yoga class together or getting your nails done together. I think there are so many things that you can do to celebrate with your girlfriends. But I also think that if that's not up your alley, I think you can also do so many special things for yourself on a day when it's meant to be like lovers lane and couples. Like I used to go out for dinner sometimes by myself and just celebrate myself because self-love is so important too. Or make a hair appointment or get my nails done or buy myself some flowers or do some of the things that I really like to do on a day, when sometimes it can be challenging if you're on your own and going through the emotions. Maybe you just broke up with someone and you don't want to celebrate. So do special things for yourself. There's always reason to celebrate love. It doesn't have to be on Valentine's Day. It doesn't necessarily even have to be with your Galentine's friends. It can be on your own too. So I think it can go both ways.
Yeah, I love that. And one thing I thought about when you were talking about it just kind of like came through is the energy you want to put behind it too. Because I think that there's an energy of like, oh, I'm single again. And please, like I have been there, like single for
In the club.
years, like a decade almost. And like you get those questions like, oh, how come you're still single? It's like, it's obviously me. Like, and I used to get so frustrated. So sometimes I become very resentful. And I'd be like, great, now I'm buying myself flowers again. So I think when I would go back to those Galentine's moments and made it even more special, it was like you say, it's for self-love, not because like there is no love, that you have to do something for it or that obligation. It was to honor. And we were really talking about honoring last week as well, like our partnership. It's like honoring you, your friends, or what that looks like. Because when that energy of that love is put into those flowers that you purchase, and those flowers are in your home, that energy will go around you all week long. Or sitting and seeing who you attract in the hair when you're getting your hair or your nails done, because I think when you're in that vibration of love and above, you can meet some really great people and spread that love other places in your life. So I think for myself, when Valentine's Day was introduced and I was really in the thick of being single, there was a point where I was actually really resentful, and in the energy just I was like very angry, and very upset that like why like all my friends are getting married, all my friends are having kids, and here I am single again. Like there was like a lot of pity party, and it was moving through that to still celebrate love first for myself, honoring who I am, and then celebrating with those who are really close and those women like sticking near me, and the women now that I know still like cheering me on. And that starts with me. So when you're saying that, like it just really came loud and clear that you can buy yourself flowers, and if you're still resentful, like you might just resent those flowers for a week. However, what could they mean to you in celebration of love?
I think if you're a singleton too on Valentine's Day, and yes, I've been single for a very long time as well, so I can certainly relate to some of those pity parties in the moment of the pressure of Valentine's Day, where you feel like you've done something wrong if you find yourself single. And we now know that's not the case, because you're always where you're meant to be. So you're where you're meant to be if you're unattached at this time, and that's okay. And if you are finding yourself resentful, get out a piece of pen and paper and like really put out those feelings on what you're feeling in that moment, all the resentment, get it all out, and then like rip it up, tear it up, burn it, carefully burn it, please. And just get rid of that. And then really focus on like what kind of relationship, if you're looking for a partner or wanting a partner, what does that look like? What qualities does that person possess? What would you like to be doing with that person? And really get a visual of what that looks like, and be really specific. And like I used to put a crystal and keep it like tucked away in a space so you can go back to it. And it's funny, you know, as you meet new people, you find different qualities that you like in someone. And then
Hmm.
it's like, oh, I forgot about this piece, right? I forgot about this quality. And it's really interesting when you actually do meet someone, how many, qualities they might check off your list. And but you also have to be in that energy. So you can't be resentful and think that this relationship that you want is going to appear for you.
Yeah, I'm just rethinking some memories, and I know that when I was dating at my best, it was because I was happy and
Hmm.
because a man just enjoyed me for who I was. So it was celebrating these moments with the girls. It was appreciating myself and all I had to offer. Because if I was asking for that in a partnership, I need to, in return, have that embodied for myself. So these moments of Galentine's Day and feeling supported by others and working through a lot of my own BS,
Hmm.
of my
So
own
true.
expectations, it was really beautiful. So I really thank the world of Hallmark and everything else to celebrate more than just a romantic holiday and allow that grace of love and acceptance and care like Galentine's Day. So like there's probably tons of ideas if you just shoot out on Google, like Galentine's Day in your area. So if you want to meet up with like-minded women or do something different this year, it's just such a fun way because I feel every day if there's a little kindness and love, it goes so much further in life. And that's the energy that you're putting out. That's the energy that you're going to attract back in regardless of romantic relationship, the business that you're doing, your partnerships, just people that you might meet at the checkout. Like I have met some of the most beautiful humans just talking in an elevator or
Hmm.
yeah, getting my nails done. Like interesting conversations. That's a being present in the world. So Galentine's Day, I know, has supported me through some healing and a lot of light and love when I didn't have some of that. Like it just wasn't on my forefront.
And I think if you're a person that really is a giver, likes to give on Valentine's Day normally, then go buy flowers for your friend. Go buy little trinkets to your girlfriends, because that just supports the energy that you want to receive back. And I really like what you said, because you really do have to wade through your own BS until you really get to a good place of really thinking that you know who you are. But I know for me, similarly, I'm not going to attract somebody if I'm unhappy. So you have to find that happiness and self-love within in order to attract that person. And anytime you can go back and review past partners. And it's just really interesting. Like, I always evaluate, okay, where was I at that time when I met that person? And was I in that space? So it is interesting to kind of to go back and do a checklist of where am I now? Am I happy? And just let it flow versus like forcing the dating issue, I guess, if you will. You'll attract that person if you're in the right energy.
Hmm. Totally. So happy Galentine's Day. I hope whatever you do, it's like brings you tons of joy. I would go kickboxing if that's your thing.
Go
I
axe
feel like I'm
throwing.
always
Go
like very
axe
soft, like
throwing.
go yoga, blah, blah. I was like, maybe some people want some badass stuff. Like
Yeah.
they want to go kickboxing or yeah, axe throwing. Actually, I looked at that the other day. It's come across, so I might have to take advantage of it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Go bowling. Like I was just bowling on the weekend and just go have fun. Get out with your girlfriends. Don't be sitting home alone moping and just enjoy the season of love and make sure that you are honoring yourself and your girlfriends. Thanks for joining us, and we will be back on Monday with our live Kickstart Your Monday morning and again next Thursday. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the show, please share with your friends and rate and recommend on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. There will be links to more great resources in the description.